Hello, Doug. Welcome in. Tell me how the sound is, because this game is loud as fuck. If I remember correctly, the sound settings, yeah, restart every single time. I'm still doing promo shit. How are you doing today, Doug? I saw that you got a job. Congrats, congrats. Turn up the music! Actually, you know what? We're gonna turn it up here. Tell me how that sounds. Because I actually have it... Can hear it, but I overtake it? Hell yeah, that's perfect. Then... where the fuck is the fucking link? There it is. I'm so sorry. I thought I was ready to stream and then I realized that I forgot to do promo in 2 other spots. I'm trying to get better about doing promo on Instagram, because I have an Instagram and a KittyCackles official Instagram, and I might as well do something with it. Start tomorrow? Oh hell yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I brought my water to keep myself hydrated, because it's a one-woman show here. Continue. Okay, to recap for the people who weren't here last time, we are in a school called Hope's Peak Academy. There's a homicidal bear that's running the school. We're being held hostage in the school, and told that the only way out is we have to kill each other. Someone is dead, and we are in the investigation period to gather evidence before we go to trial to see who killed that person. I know who killed that person because I played this game before and watched the anime. Oh, also, there's not voice actors, so I am voicing almost all the characters almost all the time. Hifumi was there for the cleaning duty discussion, and he asked for the job, so I gave it to him. So he's on cleaning duty then.
Count on it.
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long.
Got it.
And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Okay, we already got that information. What am I missing? Ooh, we haven't watched this disc. To encourage the students to, kill each other, Monokuma, the evil bear, gave us these discs. And we have the disc of the victim of said murder. Oh shit, no, never mind, we did do that. Then what am I missing? I'm trying to remember all the details of... Also, Doug, this is one of my favorite video game soundtracks. And I cannot encourage you enough to listen to it. Okay, where's... Also, I appreciate you offering to run the Instagram. Honestly, there's no need. There's no need. At this point, it's almost more trouble than it's worth. I actually was going back and forth with another scammer earlier today. What do we have? We have the Monokuma file, we have the evidence of the struggle, we have the sword, sheath, rooms, toolkit. We have Oi's account, we have trash duty. What's the name of this game? Danganronpa. It should be on your screen somewhere. Why am I going to the gym? I went the wrong way. That was a style thing, not the game. You. Looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. Also, fuck this guy. Just so everyone's aware, fuck this guy. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words...
Actually.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want to be on the cleaning duty gig anyways?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to
What
think
are you
about
talking
this in
for?
a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's still all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. Yeah, buddy. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. For the record, this game came out in early 2010s? When did Danganronpa come out? So, in terms of PC, we don't really have that here.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. That was easy. I love that the trash compactor runs. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think they said he killed his wife. He learned how to get on the inside, but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Pull out a key of the pocket and use it to flip the switch next to the gate.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up. Shards of broken glass.
Is this
Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear, grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's that kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, there's the crystal ball. I forget how that comes into play. This I knew I had to find. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Uh-huh. Wait, looks like a piece of cloth. Part of a sleeve of a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff. Pure white button-up shirts isn't enough to, by itself to figure out who the killer is. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was a work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes, about that there could be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
What fucking voice was that? Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then, since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate. It should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... Does that mean someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate? But how is that possible? Quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes were. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Button turns it on, yellow button turns it off. Use trash can. Or doesn't look like it's having any clues. Hey! We got a token. I think that's everything. Mr. Naegi, you seem a little down. Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. I think we have everything. Now, time to talk to Hiro. That's his name. We should almost have all of the clues. This isn't a very hard mystery, or this particular one. What's hard is the fucking trials. If I'm able to get through these trials without pulling up a walkthrough, it'll be a miracle. Ooh, I have something open that I don't want open. There we go. One less thing pulling from my system. Especially with how well last stream went. We actually got to stream for like 5 hours. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I've got to get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break 3. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. If you can't tell, this guy's not the brightest. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Hell yeah, we've got all the evidence. Alright, wish me luck.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I will say, I'm going to, run real quick. My laundry just got done. And I'd rather switch it now before the middle of the trial. Actually, I'll run an ad so it won't bother us later. Alright. My mom said she would get it for me, so... It's very frustrating when your laundry machine lies about when it's gonna be done. Also, hi, Goldfish! You're just in time, because we are... right before the first trial. I've already gathered the last little bits of evidence. I may or may not have already pulled up a walkthrough. In case I need it. Because the trials are hard, because some stuff is worded weirdly, and... I think I have it on easy mode, but... You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Rich. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet, save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Dude! So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that too, all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright. Let's go around the room real quick.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing? Ugh.
You know?
If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
I'm
Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naeki's final curtain call. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try to give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further to the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? No. It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude,
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would love to save. Oh, okay. What's gonna help me the most here? Oh no! This is literally like just the main event. I'm so sorry, Goldfish. We'll take our... No, we're starting this at like the 30-minute mark, so if you want to roll it back. State was destroyed. Alrighty. And that's it. Awesome. No, you're fine. I'm sorry you can't watch the whole thing. I know you were excited to see this. I am taking a second and a breather. And I'm gonna take a quick bite of mango. Alright. Thanks for the lizard. Here we go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka! Buddy!
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Oh, that's right. Aren't the trials fully voice acted? Yay, my throat gets a break.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Hifumi, shut the fuck up.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Did she just suddenly get an accent? What the fuck is happening here?
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
I swear to God she didn't have this accent before.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Must keep quiet.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Please! It has been literally years. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gee, thanks.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Who the fuck do you
Between
think?
Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
It feels so weird to hear her. For the record, I think what I have is I have her anime voice in my head. Because that's probably what I've watched the most recently, and she does not have an accent.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We use it to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
I'm like locked in.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Kirigiri, my beloved.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not a killer. There's a little bit more to learn about non-stop debates. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Good luck and have fun.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody...
No, that's wrong.
Okay, maybe the first trial is easy.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. Saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
AKA, there's no point in being an accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You're on they're lesbians.
You stayed over?
Literally.
Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Literally, by the way, it is like universally agreed that those two were dating.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, to be that is my one comment about this. They probably should have said very early on that there was another person.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Hey, I'm not the one who said that.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Do I? Carrie, do I? As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot on the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, fuck me. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. This was a crucial point. If we can figure out what that something is... Woohoo! Congrats, Doug! Oh!
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
I genuinely believe Hifumi might be the most useless person in the trials. I'm trying to remember a moment where he actually does something.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
The trials are so much fun. They're like the hardest part of the game, but they're so much fun.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I love Kirigiri so much. She cannot speak straightforward to save her life. Well, she can. She chooses not to. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. And I think it can loop.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
I love how the music changes whenever Monokuma's on screen.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Well, everyone seemed to have just forgotten that.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know what door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime was they didn't know. Oh, fuck.
I got it!
It took me a second to, like, read it over again.
I realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
What is somewhat frustrating about the trials is, like, for my instance, I, like, know all of the details. So I'm sitting there like, yes, because of this point, but it's gonna take us, like, 3 more minutes to get to that point.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
This guy, like, refuses to admit anything.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
We're gonna get there.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
That's
Majority rules?
stupidest
Do
idea.
you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
What the hell is with that?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Okay, he might actually have a purpose.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... I have no fucking clue.
I got it!
This one?
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just as two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
I knew there was a fucking note. It just didn't let me... Yeah, it was supposed to be her piece of evidence. Fair enough.
Huh? Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened. Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and
this
did
one's
what
hard.
it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because what got switched between us. I'm debating pausing for ad break. Yeah, we'll keep going.
Sayaka
Okay,
and
good.
Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note,
That doesn't take down the
place
life.
they were
Good.
asked to come to,
Oh, because it's
specifically
timed.
says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, thank fuck. Either there's argument for both.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could switch the nameplates. The only other person who knew I switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka
Welcome
fought
back
with
from
her
ads,
killer
everybody.
there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then...
We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken for the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
I might put this on auto.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Did you, like, pay attention to anything we've been talking about? And what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. This is when shit gets hard. Press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh god. I forgot what I have the logic's difficulty set to.
When the fighting broke out,
I have a guess.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, I think I know what I need to shoot where. The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Yep, that's what I thought.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
One thing to comment.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
One of the reasons I really like the mysteries of Danganronpa is a lot of them are really bizarre mysteries. They're not very straightforward. I think this one is probably the most straightforward out of the bunch. And the rest are like absolute nonsense.
Which means whoever had the kitchen
No,
knife...
actually I think the
the
next
one
one is a bit more
first.
straightforward. It just got tampered
I
with.
get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What?
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows that she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would you have to touch it? Your hands. Her hands are clean.
You're talking about her palms, right?
The only part of her hands that was dirty was her
The
index
palms
finger.
of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Girl, what?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, it's because if you were running from a killer, you wouldn't be washing your fucking hands.
No,
I think you
that's
are.
not it at all.
Or the only active one, anyways. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because she was in the middle. Oh yeah, the water does turn off at night. But also, like, why the hell would you wash your
According to
hands
the
when you're getting
Monokuma
attacked?
file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Why are the two most unstable people in this entire room standing right next to each other?
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Hey, we're finally getting to the meat of the... to the meat of the case.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
No, actually it was...
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
It actually was Makoto.
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to
I
be
think she
lured
says
out
Makoto
while
a
still
different
keeping
way
the
every
room
time.
swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Yeah, once again,
Plus,
sorry, buddy.
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
This soundtrack would do numbers at an EDM
Just
club.
hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
There's like 4 more points in this case we gotta go through. Shut up.
Punish you all just because you ran out of time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There's like 7 things left, dude. Get your head out of your ass. Let's go. Yeah, that's the big one.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. So no question, Sayaka wrote that message. I can prove it. Her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1103.
I'm not gonna lie. The
Hey,
first
Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever,
The
right?
first time I
You should
played
know all
this,
about numbers
that
and
did
shit.
piss me off, because I immediately figured out it was not numbers.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like 2 numbers and more like 1 letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Be nice.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
This is like borderline painful. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? Yes, please, for the love of God, finally.
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Leon!
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of? It's the only thing I found in the ground in front of the incinerator.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator,
Not to jinx
right?
myself, if I get through this entire first trial
If the
without
killer
making
stabbed
any
Sayaka,
mistakes, I'll be
they must
very
have
proud
gotten
of
some
myself.
of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice.
Now, like the third
If
and
they
fourth
had, they
murders,
most
those are gonna
certainly would have
fucking
panicked.
suck.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to find out. Ooh. Sure. What the fuck is this?
Shoot!
Yeah, okay. I spoke too soon. How it was disposed? Oh, fuck.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Ifumi, that's you. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon's the real killer. What do I have the difficulty settings set at?
Trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to just...
No, that's wrong.
That was a bit of a guess, but I figured it.
Hold on.
One.
I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I
Hey,
stopped.
come on! What the hell is this?
I'm kind of glad I stopped last night's stream when I did. Because, man, I forgot how long trials
All
were.
you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because he is the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't
That kind of throw is something he does every single game.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Hell, a baseball field.
Would surely be little
Yeah.
challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime
Ooh, is it time for my
perfectly clear.
favorite part? Is
And
it
with
time for
that,
the piece together
we can
thing?
end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say
It's
what
my
you
favorite.
want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
Because it's like the easiest part of the trial,
Now
if, well,
here's what
sort
happened.
of. Trial number 3 is the one that sucks. Closing argument is about to begin. Still run me through it. In every case, one less element to bring to the class. Trial ends. Closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case to reduce the flow of events for the case in order of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic panel, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Well, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Good luck, have fun. Okay. Oh yes, it is backwards because... Enter the building. She goes to attack. Knife behind. Knife dropped. medicine. Actually, wait, I don't think that's used. This is where they used that. This is where she puts her dying message. This is where they take the lint roller to clean shit up. Hold on. That. They start the incinerator, then they throw the clothes in.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Fuck. Is that not... Foo. Well, I'm quite confident about everything else.
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Oh, the knife had already dropped in that panel. I didn't see that.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
I love how the anonymous person is
Sayaka.
drawn in these frames. They look so freaky looking.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Welcome back from ads if you were at
And
ads.
with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Does that mean he was running around shirtless this whole time? Like, from this point forwards?
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Oh, please tell me I got this right. Yay!
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
I like to think one of the missing gaps is Leon probably went to the laundry
The
room
killer
to try
managed
to
to
clean
throw
the
the
shirt
ball
and then
through the gap in
decided
the
to burn it.
and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot.
Hell, the form
And
they
that's because the
draw him
killer
in, that's a
was
pitcher's
the
form.
ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt.
Oh, hey,
that's where you
I
saw
forgot
it,
that
right?
detail.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Which is really funny, because
Do
if
I
Leon had
object?
washed the shirt and just
Hell
hid
yes,
it in
I
his
object.
room, he would have been
Of course
fine.
I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence? Bullet time battle. Oh, yay! I forgot about these. Time to become a rhythm game. Sometimes during the class trial, your opponent simply won't hear what you have to say. When this happens, you have to engage them in head-to-head battle. We refer to this as bullet time battle. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button press with each tempo marker as they move across the screen to reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches its center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Now would be a great time. I can't save. Watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button and shoot down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time, you'll fail. Wish me
When
luck.
the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I
Oh.
refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Oh yeah, is he the one that just starts yelling bullshit over and over again? I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
Got it.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay, now I remember how that works.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Since they thought
boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
For the record, Leon is one of the few characters in this game I genuinely almost feel sympathy for. Granted, he could have just left Sayaka's room, but I do kind of feel bad for him.
So,
Especially
you
because
have no rebuttal?
he was the guy who went first who didn't know about half the rules of the game, because they didn't know about the trial until, like, literally 5 minutes before, like, 5 minutes after the murder was discovered. So I almost feel bad for him, because he didn't know what he was getting himself into. But again, he still killed Sayaka intentionally.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Hell yeah! I'm sure it was that one fuck up I made earlier that's what kept me from... Oh, that's how you get a majority of the tokens. I forgot about that.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
One more thing to note. If you're unfamiliar with this game, Leon's execution is actually the one I find sticks with people the most, because by far, I think it is the most unbelievably brutal execution in the whole game. Like, I'm trying to, like, quickly go through them all. Yeah. I think of this game, Leon's is, like, the one that's, like, the most rough. And it's the one that sticks with people the most, because it's the one they start with for some godforsaken reason.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alright, time for the best music in the game. Oh, not yet. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwada. Kuwada?
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on, wait a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be in the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
It's just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because what we came up with was really the truth. That truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them, and Sayaka... I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
Yeah. As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you've so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leo Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Alright, now it's time for the moments that everyone actually remembers this game for.
You mean... execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. To be fair, a lot of the thing shows that it wasn't really. He could have left.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So...
No, that's
why...
not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
What? If it were for you, this would have never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against someone who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get on to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
By the way, this is the only time that they show how they get into the punishment room. In most of the other rooms, as you can see, basically they get grabbed by a claw. Most of the others, they basically start in the room. The 1,000 blows. What we saw was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! What he said. Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't
take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you even doing all of this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy. Well...
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through... I forgot what his voice was.
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a smile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Woohoo. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. Yeah. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you even trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voice dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why... As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what that was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Sayaka... Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. And that, my friends, is Danganronpa. That's diabolical. I forgot about that. Would you like to save the data? Yes. In about a minute and a half, we're gonna have another ad break, and I think I'm gonna use it to take it as another break. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Yes, but talk to me off Twitch. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I actually think that everything was cleaned up and fixed during the trial. That's one of the reasons that the trial is done so far away. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. Alright, I'm gonna take this ad break to take a bit of a break myself. Alright. Back to the party. Head back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Bro.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would just hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it.
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. To find them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? And that isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone.
I wonder who has more fully voiced lines, Makoto or Monokuma? It's like a genuine toss-up between the two.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
It would have been really funny if he said bear bugs bite. I think it would be funny if he did it once. What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit, who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. With that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Not Taka actually participating, dude.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love Byakuya in the corner, just like, these fucking idiots.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I also like that Asahina seems to be semi-participating.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto! Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing but new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. You gotta keep you motivated.
Very
So go ahead, look all around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about
That
that.
seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems like we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you are done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving! Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. No kidding. Okay. I'm gonna be testing my theory to see if the coins reset every chapter. I didn't actually look up. I didn't actually look up the deal with the coins to see. Okay, they do. Great. Time to be super obnoxious.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing, but this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
Serious?
That stuff you see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin. Let me out of here! Let me out! I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Okay. Well, time for me to be really annoying and really nitpicky. I don't actually think there was anything doesn't get open until chapter 3. I know what he meant, but I don't want to do it yet. God damn it, it's gonna force me to do it. Okay, well, we'll talk to you at least.
Yo.
I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hall just to be sure, but
Shit.
just like I figured, it hasn't moved an inch. Shit. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Damn it.
Hey!
What?
Don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fighting spirit in ya? Well, do ya? No thanks. I've got enough for now. Well, okay. I'm gonna go look for another way out then. Okay. Can't go back that way, so we're gonna assume no one's that way. Very well, up the stairs we go. All I remember is the gym is up here. I don't remember what else is on the second floor. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a whole new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. Well, at least they were respectful enough to keep the bathrooms without cameras. What am I doing? I have a magical map.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool! You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No? I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot in the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? Pretty weird phobia. The second floor has opened up, the living areas have grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Fearless camera. And more importantly, is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why do we need something like that here? Bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Cha-ching. The monitors. Life preserver. The life preserver outside the pool. Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really?
Of course.
Really? If you want to unlocker the locker room, you have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all taka 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 taka.
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone would be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're all at that age you try upping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decide to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Yes.
I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Ah,
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
you got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me?
As for me,
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. Pretty sure that only applies to you. You are the ultimate swimmer. I don't think I get in trouble for clicking on this. Cool. Just checking. Alright, so we got to the pool. We saw the boys' bathroom. We'll go in this. Baby is sleeping, please be quiet. The picture of Monokuma. One of the monitors Monokuma appears on right now is just showing the school crest. A lock. Surveillance camera. Windows are boarded. Now to talk to Sakura.
I see.
This must have been what he meant by a whole new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Okay. Sounds good. Nothing interactable there. This is the library. I believe Toko and Yuka are in here. I believe Toko basically lives in here after. There's like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old. It's all covered in dust.
So,
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go along and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I could really do about it. We'll interact with the... dusty books. Oh my god. Shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Post-peak
indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with the full government support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issue forcing our closure has been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust this letter had collected, it doesn't even seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took it over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been all over the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but the serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We tend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closures have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I can't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I could do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Oh damn, we didn't, investigate nearly anything.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library!
Okay.
And a pool! A freaking pool! And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment!
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and
The
listen!
warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, and whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, what about a fucking way to get out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the
What?
warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
This shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck.
Stop fucking
We're still
around.
trapped in this piece of shit school. We still need to find goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaption is the key, yes. For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then...
So are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope, just to turn around and betray that hope?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll go to bed. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I can get to a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
Rules and added to the regulations menu. Must be referring to yesterday, and loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Leave the area? Yes. We'll explore a bit more at the next free time. Or a lot more. I have a lot I need to explore.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto. Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo!
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem, which is I'm thirsty.
Hey, come on.
How the hell is that a problem? Ifumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
why me?
Let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh.
Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi sulked his way to the kitchen. A few minutes later... Thank you for waiting. Hifumi reappeared with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have just made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's no way
I
to think about
emphatically
this in a
decline. You're not my
common
type
sense
at all.
kind
It's all about the law of casualty. Basic instinct, act and react. Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Wait. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What?
What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
Yes.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like a milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers a proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went through all that trouble to make you that tea, and you want me to go even farther? Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu. That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what?
Oh, okay, your little piggy will bring it right out. I so do love coercion. You were like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open when the late arrivals came storming in. But bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot.
Huh?
What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. Stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there?
I think maybe...
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that? He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. Might be a good idea if we split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone. Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response. Very well, then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya gone? We have to check out the second floor again. Celeste, aren't you gonna help look for Byakuya? I have not had my tea yet.
As for me...
Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you're in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. Okay? Aren't you being kind of selfish? Ah, Mr. Naegi, what's going on? Well, nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we decided to go look for him. What? That's not good at all.
However,
this little piggy needs to... I have a holy edict to deliver a proper milk tea to my master. To bless this undeserving swine with such an honor, I will serve you with all my heart and soul. Okay, good luck with that. Ifumi's created some creepy alternate reality for himself. Okay. There's Toko for some reason. Hey, Toko, hanging out with Hina, huh?
What's your
What, you
problem?
got a problem with that? No. Something might have happened, right? Being alone right now might not be safe. So you got scared and decided to stay close to Hina? Guess everyone's got a softer side. As long as I'm with the sports idiot, if something does happen, I'm sure she'd jump in without thinking and take the fall.
What the heck?
What? Were you eavesdropping? Awful. You're just awful. Get lost, you stray cat. Hey, Hina, any luck? Nah, it's no use. I keep banging on his door and nothing. Come on already, open up! Careful, you're gonna bust the door down hitting it that hard. Relax, this is nothing compared to what Sakura could do. Sakura's really awesome, you know. If she really wanted to, she could tear this door to shreds. I see. Well, she is the ultimate martial artist. She might actually be able to do it. I've been knocking long enough. I think I could say for sure he's not here. I think you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go look for him. Okay, good luck. You know, I'm kind of curious how long this game takes over the course of. If I had to guess, I think it's like 3 or 4 weeks. Like a month. It happens very fast. What are you doing in the bathroom, Hero? Huh? Oh, well,
According to the
I consulted the spirits and he had a bathroom emergency and couldn't make it to breakfast.
Well?
His guts forced him to spend all morning in the can.
No way.
I was totally wrong. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, I'm out. Yeah, Bianchi doesn't seem like the kind of guy to have problems like that. There's the fish. Hey, this is open. Oh, is this the warehouse that they were talking about? Holy moly, there's a bunch in here. What are the monitors? There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. I could never get half this stuff in the outside world. What kind of stuff? Is this the fridge Sayaka mentioned? It's stuffed tight with food and drinks. Aha! I see you came and searched this area as well, Makoto. But you were one step too late. I've already finished my investigation. There was no trace of Byakuya out here. An army marches on its stomach, as they say. So I thought maybe he would come here to have his fill. We must all eat. Eat until there's nothing left to eat. Anyway, now is no time to get discouraged. We must head elsewhere to continue our search. I know this is absolutely thrilling. Okay. Hop into the bathhouse. lockers. One of them is locked, but I don't see anything inside.
Yo.
How's it going? You find him? No.
Hey, come
Shit,
on.
man, where the hell did he go? He's got his head stuck so far up his ass, who knows what's going on with him? I figured maybe he was taking a bath or
By the
something.
way.
So what about you? You a morning bath kind of guy?
Hell yeah.
After spending all night riding your hog, wind in your face, there's nothing better than a morning dip. The hot water loosens you up, and the heat of your soul gets your heart and body pumping. Sure thing, I'll have to take your word for all that. What, you don't know what I'm talking about? Fucking nerd.
Hell yeah.
Guys gotta expose themselves to each other, you know? Come with me next time, you'll see. I'll think about it, but I mean, it's not like you've been riding your hog here at the school, right? Uses massage chair. Massage chairs are great. Alright, that's all there is to this. That's the dining hall, which we've already checked. I've always wondered if the clocks were reset just to add like an extra level of trippiness to it. Alright. I could have sworn I thought I saw someone in the hallway. Let's finish up doing the rest of the downstairs, and then we'll do the gamble. I think I closed down the door. Hey! Welcome in, Marmot! Happy, what? 4 a.m.? Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, that's not as egregious. I'm basically running around the entire building trying to get as many coins as possible. I'm doing pretty good. trying to get as much stuff done as possible before I go on vacation here in a few days. Okay. That's the entirety of the downstairs. Let's go gambling! Hell yeah. Give it a shot. We're gonna be here for a while, folks. How's everyone's day going? I hope everyone's having a good Trying to think, what's a good question to ask chat right now? If you had to be a super ultimate something, just today off and then back to work after almost 2 months of being away. Oh yeah, I forgot about the probability thing. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I can see how coming back to work after a few months away could be rough. But yeah, going back to the question I was gonna ask. If you had to be a super ultimate something, what would you... The answer I was gonna give, is already in the game, which would be like super ultimate author, but that's what Toko is, so I can't necessarily be that. Damn, we're getting some repeats at really low probability. Super ultimate couch potato. You know what? With how hyper specific some of the ultimates can be, that might be one. Super ultimate DM. Super ultimate dungeon master. That's the only one I can think of. What the fuck? You know, sometimes I forget how absolutely raunchy this game is. Okay, seriously, how are we already getting dupes? I was gonna wait to start using up more coins at higher percentages, but I might have to. We already have that! Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's better. The thing is... 50% is not that high. Like, I'm no probability whiz. But something's telling me I'm just super fucking unlucky. Okay. Already have that. I'm trying to use as few coins as possible. Okay, that we don't have. Maybe if we keep it somewhere in the ballpark of 40%. And we'll just use the last of our coins here. Okay, now we can leave. Hopefully we have enough variety here that we can get some good use out of all this. Alright, back to doing like the actual fucking plot. Instead of gambling for 15 minutes or however the fuck long that was. Thing is, I already suspect I know where he is, but...
Hey.
So you thought to come here too, huh?
So...
If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you could probably guess where he is right now. What was Byakuya interested in? I don't know. I got forced away from him before I was ready. I've already checked in here this chapter. What am I doing? What the hell is with this random ass classroom in the back of the Whatever Monokuma said to the person who drew that, they got their revenge for sure. Because why the hell does he have a pig nose? Alright, you prestigious prick. Cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya! Of all the things I imagined, this is most definitely not one of them.
What are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
I'm going to snooze that ad.
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after the other.
You!
Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding. The heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read so much of a coarse novel before, but it might have just proved useful at some point.
Well...
What? What were you reading? A mystery novel.
Well...
Wait, so you're gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. This is just something to keep in mind.
Naturally.
Yeah, what? If I decide to fight, of course, I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he smoked. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself, enjoying this deranged killing game.
Damn
What
you!
the fuck do you mean, game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can only have one winner. That's all there is to it. He is right. It's a zero-sum game. Huh?
Are you okay with this?
It is a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually...
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
Is that okay?
our limited resources is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So, in other words...
Alright, MatPat. So, this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who would want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
What?
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, right?
Just a second!
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
Ugh. If only we could be so lucky. I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Don't make me repeat
Like I
myself.
said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but... Do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life-and-death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh.
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
No.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's
This
because...
isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is
That's horrific.
It's horrific. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
You know...
What?
Oh, what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes, if you have something to say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around.
Hey, shithead, you get off on bullying people that can't fight back. You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you.
What?
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such itchy
You
gibberish.
son of a bitch!
That's it, you're fucking
Just
dead.
a second.
Hold on, just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am calm. How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. What was Tokumi? What do you mean? To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Ultimate Affluent Progeny. AKA, Ultimate Nepo Baby. Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something. All I'm saying is that ultimately you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But...
Was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then.
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Anyway...
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait! Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there is nothing you can do to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. I know we're in the middle of ads, but I'm very much considering closing out here. Yeah, 3 hours is pretty good. The only thing is the ad, but oh well. Let's see. Nice. I'm trying to see who I want to stream raid into. You know what? Emotionals is doing Mecha Chameleon, so we'll do that. Alright. Hello. There we go.
Danganronpa.
Alright, thanks everyone so much for hanging out. I'm wanting to get a stream in these next 2 days, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and I will see y'all the next time I get the chance to stream. Until then, bye-bye!